Hello everyone, I am back yet again. If you're anything like me, you're always finding things on the internet or on Pinterest that you want or that you need. And in my case, most of these things I decided that I can make myself. Today's project I found on Pinterest. I immediately fell in love with these and couldn't really find a link or a way of purchasing these, so shortly thereafter, I decided, why not make them myself? Because that's what I do. So, first I thought, let's wood burn them. But then, wood burning takes forever and it wouldn't look that great. So then I started researching about like stamps and ways, but that wouldn't look that great either. Then, finally, I came across this amazing technique using Mod Podge, which will allow printed paper graphics to be transferred to wood. And I immediately knew that this was the plan for me. So I went to my local craft store, in this case Hobby Lobby, and tried finding some boxes, some wood boxes, and I didn't really see much in the store that I was looking for within my price range. But online I found these, a set of 5 relatively small wooden boxes. In this case, we only needed 4, and I've already made one, just so you can see what it looks like. This first box I made was very easy to accomplish, and I decided why not share my project with you guys. So, without further ado, let's make our second box. I used Photoshop to make the graphics. And after I found the certain fonts that suited the look, I made the little arch as shown in the picture, and then I flipped everything horizontally. You want to make sure you print out everything in reverse. That way everything, all the wordage comes out correctly. So we've got our second set of wordage cut out. Now we are going to take a little sponge brush and our Mod Podge, and the ink side up is what you want to paint with the Mod Podge, because this is how the ink is going to get placed on here. So we're going to take our little sponge brush thing and we're going to completely cover this paper. All right. Then we're going to take this place it even along the edges and the tops and the bottom. I think that looks pretty good. We want to smooth out all of the bubbles as best as we can. The glue. I am focusing on the areas that have the actual graphic, the actual letters, because that's what really matters the most. All right, once that is done, we're going to set this aside and continue on with the other 2. Good morning, everyone. So it's been 24 hours. Now we are going to get our sponge. We're going to wet it a little bit and start peeling off this paper. You want your sponge to be, don't squeeze it out or anything, but you don't want it to be sopping wet necessarily. You just want to do everything gradually. So what we're doing here is just getting the paper nice and wet. So we'll be able to rub it off, which will reveal the print. All right, let's see how that will do. I'm just going to start rubbing until you get the paper off. you want to be careful where the letters are, not to rub too much or too hard, because then it will start coming off. But in this case, it's okay for it to come off a little bit, since that's what we're going for. We want it to look kind of old and rustic. So sage has dried. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna set this aside, but this is what rosemary looks like. So lots of the paper is still there. So what we're gonna do is just repeat the process. Wet it again. And you can still kind of see where the paper is, even though it's wet. It's been wetted. We're just gonna scrub and scrub. You wanna be careful though, around the word parts. Not to scrub too hard, because then that will cause some of the letters to come off. So I'm being very light with my scrubbing. Let me get the rest of this paper off here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the Mod Podge again, and we're going to go over the top of this just to protect what's left of our graphics. You don't want a very thick coat, just, you know, enough to protect it. So there you have it, our project is complete. I decided to use these in my kitchen, but they would make a great addition to any room in your house. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.